बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम बिस्मिल्लाहिल-फत्ताहिल-अलीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। वाचडी सब्सक्राइबर, उम्मीद करता हूँ, दिल से दुआ करता हूँ कि आप सब लोग ईमान और सेहत की आला तरीन सतह पे होंगे। मैं मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर, लीडरशिप, बिजनेस कोच, मास्टर ट्रेनर, लैंग्वेज ट्रेनर प्रोफेसर MA रज़ा और MA इंग्लिश पार्ट 2 सीरीज़ लेक्चर नंबर 30 हमने हमारा अपलोड हो चुका है। सो टुडे वी गोना टॉक अबाउट जो है वो 31 to 4 भी जो है वो रिकॉर्ड हो चुके हैं। आई होप सो आजकल में वो भी आपको जो है ना वो मिल जाएंगे। सो टुडे इज़ द लेक्चर नंबर इज़ 35 एंड फ्रेंड्स काफका को आज हम जो है ना वो एक तो बुक को रिव्यू करेंगे और मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि उसकी प्लॉट समरी भी जो है वो थोड़ी बहुत आपके सामने डिस्कस हो जाए। सो दिस इज़ द मेटामॉर्फोसिस बाय फ्रेंड्स काफका. So today we're gonna talk about the book review of the book of Franz Kafka. The book name is The Metamorphosis, and what are the eligibilities and what are the things which are prominent we will read in content. So let's get started. The Metamorphosis. Content. Franz Kafka life situation and literary work at page number 1 to 6. Franz Kafka as a writer, page number 7 to 11. Franz Kafka The Metamorphosis, page number 12 to 57. Complete text from page number 12 to page number 43 in 3 cantos or in 3 written pieces. Then the Metamorphosis plot summary from page number 58 to page number 70. Then Metamorphosis as major characters, page number 71 to page number 73. The Metamorphosis settings and symbols at page number 74 to 76. The Metamorphosis themes and motifs, page number 77 to page number 79. The Metamorphosis styles, page number 80 to page number 82. The Metamorphosis question with the short answers, page number 83 to 93. The Metamorphosis multiple choices questions, page number 94 to 120. Bibliography, page number 121. Page number 121. So this was the actual content page, and then Metamorphosis the complete picture, and now we are going to the plot summary on page number 58. So let's get started to page number 58. So let me pull the pages to the page number 58. I'm still gonna try into page number 46, 53, 55, and now we are near to our destination. Plot summary, Metamorphosis. So I'm gonna give you the plot summary. The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka is a dark tale about a man who wakes from disturbing dreams to find he is living a nightmare. He finds that he is lying on his armor-like back. By lifting his head slightly, he can see that his belly is domed and brown, divided into segments by stiff arches. His legs, suddenly so many of them, are so thin and weak in appearance that he can hardly fathom how they would keep him up. His room, though a bit small by most standards, looks the same as it did when he went to sleep. His material samples still lies on the table. Looking around, he can't see any differences except for himself to sleep in on his back, and can't imagine how to get himself over onto his side. He tries unsuccessfully. He keeps closing his eyes, hoping that when he opens them again he will be himself. It is to avail. He thinks about his jobs and how hard it is, and considers the fact that were it not for his parents, he probably would have quite some time back. On the bright side, however, in the 5 or 6 years his debt to his boss will be paid, and his life will be his own again. The thought of work has him looking at his alarm clock when he sees it is inspired now. He tries to get himself out of bed. In 15 years, he had never called in a sick day. Strangely enough, he doesn't feel sick. His mother called his name through the locked door, and when he answered her, he doesn't recognize his own voice. Before too much time passes, his whole family is outside the door, and he is grateful that he looked it the night before. He tries to tell them he is all right and that he is getting up right away, but even with careful enunciations, his voice sounds wrong. The next persons to show up is from work. Diligent as always, the chief clerk has arrived to see why he wasn't on the train. Finally he finally managed to roll off the bed, hitting his head as he falls, and his father's voice continues to come through the doors. Through the door, George's sister is sent to fetch a locksmith, even as Gregor tries to insist he is coming. He manages to work his way to the door. And even to unlock it by grabbing the key with his mouth. When his family finally sees him, they back away fearfully, and his life of near isolation begins. The chief clerk shows signs of panic, and Gregor knows he needs to stop him before he leaves, so he rushes forward as quickly as his new body will allow him, but it isn't quick enough. His father uses a roll-up newspaper and the chief's clerk's stick left behind, along with his hat and coat, and drives Gregor back into his room. Nothing Gregor could say had any effect on his father, who didn't seem prepared to his doorway, prepared to even give him time to turn around first. Backing up, he finally gets to his doorway, but it is too small to get him back in. He pushes himself hard until he manages to squeeze through, scraping one side of his body against the jamb. He realizes that he needs to give them time to get used to the new look, and the door is closed with obvious relief. Gregor sleeps for a time, waking after dark. His whole left side hurts. Besides the door is a bowl of milk with chunk of bread in it, a favorite of his. He goes to it eagerly, only realizing when he gets there that it isn't nearly as nice as he remembers. In the living room, his family talks in his tones. His sisters is the only one who dares come near him. Also, it is there that the sight of him still repulses her, so he hides under the bed. When she comes, she provides him with a variety of food, and finally figures out that the more rotten the food or fruit, the better he likes it. Great continues to feed him and clean up after him, but that begins to wear on her after a time, as she comes to the conclusion that he will not be changing back into the brother she once knew. Then her attention to him begin to falter. She cleans up after him less, and feeding is sporadic. When Gregor realizes that even she is losing her desire to care for him, a part of him gives up too. He thinks about how he had looked after them and how he had planned to send her to study music, but none of that mattered now. His life quickly runs its course, and when it does, his family is briefly saddened and then relieves as they begin to live again. Section number 1, summary of the Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka is a dark tale about a man who wakes from the previous was the plot summary, and now it is we can also say it summary like act or act wise summary as section 1 and section 2 and section 1b, or with all the related elements. So this is the proper review of including plot summary of Franz Kafka, The Metamorphosis by NKM Literary Series. So we will be right back with you with the new vlog, with the new topic, with the new video, so with the new vlog and with the new lecture. So let me go now and say with me, do something more for humanity. इंसानियत की बेहतरी के लिए एक कदम और.